Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video will be about all the trains I got through July of 2026. So it's time to show that off. Yeah. So first we'll start off with all the trains I got on vacation pretty much. Through most of July, the beginning of July, I was on vacation to see my boyfriend and went to some thrift stores and stuff, and we looked around at a bunch of stuff. I didn't get many trains, but did get a couple, so I will show you them. So, first thing we did was that we went to like a flea market close to him, and I got two, no, three Thomas related items. So, first we got this motorized Thomas, which is one of the earlier ones. One of the first ones they made, the Thomas Express. And at first I thought he didn't work, but he does run, and I will show you. There he goes. And he gets stuck on the crossing. He's really stuck. There he goes. He'll come back. Don't worry. He's coming back now. Yeah, and what's good about him is he can also go in reverse. So I'll show you that too. Here he is, and he's gonna go. Oh, he's getting derailed. There he is. Yeah. Oh, I'm stuck. Never mind. Come back. He's stuck on the. Yeah. He still gets stuck, but he's the better runner than some of my other ones that I have. And then you flick him off like that. He's pretty cool. I think he is, like I said, the better runner of all the motorized wooden trains I own. He doesn't derail as much, especially on shorter curves, because shorter curves are really a problem with these kinds of trains. I haven't really made him pull a lot, but he's a good runner, and I'm really glad he goes backwards. So it's the same kind of place, or the same booth at the flea market. I got this paint splattered Thomas. It might be best if I put him on that track. He's sad. He's paint splattered. You've got paint all over him. Paint splattered Thomas, it says. Yeah, just a variant of Thomas, but he's pretty cool. I might turn this way so you can get a little bit of a better look. I was trying not to have the edge of the set, but that's okay. He's so sad. All right. And then also, the only real piece of cargo I got at this flea market was this flatbed of an unknown brand. I wonder if I could find that out, actually. Nope. There's no information on it, actually. It's just a silver flatbed. It has no information on it. But it's good we have a flatbed because another thing I got from a different booth at this flea market with a bunch of other cool, interesting stuff. Most of it was like dolls and action figures. Was I got the Thomas Hot Wheels car. He won't stay on the flatbed, will he? Maybe he will. Oh, no, he's gonna roll away. It's the Thomas Hot Wheels car. Locomotor and a version of the Thomas one. He's pretty cool. He's kind of silly, but I'm as someone who collects Thomas And I try to get a couple of Hot Wheels cars in the past that are like representative of my interests. Like, I will show you. So over here we have the Monster High one, and then there's the Barbie one from the movie, and then back here, oh, not that one. This is the Steamboat Willie from the Mickey Mouse cartoon, 1928, back there. So yeah. So after that, sorry, I went out too far. After that, we went to a Goodwill, and this Goodwill was one of like all the bins and stuff. So I got these two buildings that are over here, the police station, and then this railway station one. It's a block of wood, has railway station on both sides, but this side is like the back, and then that's the platform size. Let me give you a better look at that. Yeah, so that's where you meet all the trains, and that's why I had it kind of raised a bit on these wooden blocks. And that's where the trains are picking people up over there. Got a couple pieces of short curved track. No, long curved track, but they're in a different thickness. Like the trains had a hard time fitting in the grooves of the track, so that was a little bit annoying. And there was a switch, like this kind of switch, and that was also the same kind of thickness, so trains couldn't really roll through it well. And then I found some random train items in there. If you look over this side of the layout, there's this crane. This is a Chuggington crane, so made by the same people who would have made Thomas at that time. So it's pretty compatible, and it was just a random thing. There wasn't any other Chuggington related things in that bin. And then I also got, which I will show you, this random lollipop car. I don't think there's no copyright information on this one either. So it's just another random addition to Rolling Stock. I think, of course, I will always like Thomas, but I'm trying to branch out with what I collect with wooden trains, and I've been doing that for a while through the videos you've been seeing me make. So less of the train stuff I've been making and buying have been less Thomas related stuff and other cool train stuff, or things they can put on the railway that aren't necessarily Thomas. Another thing I got from that was that I can't really bring out because it's really big, was this KidCraft giant tall mountain piece. Like there's a track sculpted into the top of it, and there's a tunnel below that, and you're supposed to stack it up to rise to that height. But it's really tall, and I was gonna try to find a way to display that, but I couldn't make it work. Especially with this space, and then I had another space I was gonna play with, but that's not really gonna work either. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Strasbourg. I had the opportunity because I was in the state to go to Strasbourg, which, if you know, they have a working Thomas replica they use for Thomas events. I didn't get to see Thomas there, but it was well, I did a little bit. You could see Thomas's back end because he was in the shed, but he wasn't running or anything because they don't have permission to do that all the time. But I got to get some trains there, so I will show you those trains next. So first we have This is number 90 of the Strasbourg, which we saw pass our train. And then he's pretty cool. He's very light, so he runs really well. And he has this coach that says Strasbourg and a name of some kind. What side is that name? It's not gonna focus. It's Donald something. I don't know who that man is, but I'm sure it's an actual coach. So it's probably an actual man. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Really cool to see a real life engine that I've seen pass my train and have it on my own little railway. And it's an American engine, which I don't have a lot of American stuff. That's not like my focus with trains, but like a lot of other American stuff. So it's nice to have this train and be able to run it. And then after that, we're going back to British trains because we have something I wanted to get because for a long time, because of Thomas related things, but this isn't a Thomas model. I have the Flying Scotsman. He is the Big Jigs model Flying Scotsman. So he has a bit of more of like a realistic proportion. Although he's still a little weird. His trailing wheels at the front are just hanging in the air. And his back coupling for his tender doesn't swivel very easily. So we have a hard time on shorter turns like this. But he's pretty cool. He looks just like the Flying Scotsman in modern era. There's a name. This is Big Jigs. It's the front. Flying Scotsman, the back, and the bottom, his number, and then his tender, which is over here. Two wheels, LNER, coal. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Another thing I got at Strasbourg was even though there wasn't a lot of Thomas stuff going on, there was Thomas stuff to buy, of course. So I perused as much as I could and I grabbed this wrong track, this mint car, which is for the Explore the Rails exhibition, which I didn't get to see, but they were selling this car there. So I grabbed it. It was really interesting because I saw another YouTuber I watch buy this from the UK Thomas Park in Drayton Manor. But they're selling those, I guess, just anywhere they're doing Thomas related events. But it's wooden railway from when it was still genuine wooden railway and not different. But it's pretty interesting because it's like one of the last things still being sold. And it's like stackable, has all these pieces that go into each other, which is a little annoying, but it's cool. And I have it the wrong way. Can't have anyone pull it. I can have just Thomas pull it. They don't derail him. There you go. I'll run that around, I think. And then I'll show you the next things. Here it goes. Probably gonna get stuck. Don't stuck. Okay, there you go. So that is that. And I'll show you the next thing. So the next thing was that we went to the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania, which was right next to Strasbourg. So I got this next. He's really big, so I gotta put him on the tracks, multiple pieces. This is the train I got. It's the Polar Express. He's struggling. It's the Polar Express. He's really big. Yeah, so this is from a brand I don't like as much, but I've been making these Christmas layouts every Christmas because trains and Christmas, you know. I didn't have any really Christmas themed trains to run it. So this was something I got to have a Christmas train with a bigger Christmas train and to run Christmas trains. So you have a freewheel tender and a small little coach, which is a little annoying, but I guess makes sense. It's very tall though. And then he has big main engine with the four wheels, but the bogie, the wheels is a little weird and it's just kind of loose and it can spin around. I need to get myself to stop doing that though, because I'm worried about spinning it too much. But yeah, he's really big, got a lot of wheels, and he will derail very easily. But that is him. I don't know why I rode him over here. He should go this way. There you go. So leave that out of the way. And then the next thing I got was not in Pennsylvania. Actually, no. It was from the same place. So because PBS, I really like PBS and all that stuff too. Of course, because Thomas also has a long history on PBS. And other things like Sesame Street, I like are in PBS. I got this Mr. Rogers trolley. He has a little face. I didn't know the trolley had a face, but he does. He's really low to the ground. Can't pull anything. He just rolls along. But he's pretty cool. He's pretty cute. And if I make any like a bigger city kind of layout, I might put him on his own track and do that. And have like the tracks cross over. But I don't want him to be on the same track as the main engines, I think. Anyway, so that was him. He's pretty cool. And then now we'll move out of Pennsylvania. So, still on this vacation, for the very long vacation, we went to one more place and I found trains in one more place. Not by Brio, not by other brand I don't really like, but this is a brand I've seen on YouTube, but I don't really own anything of theirs until now, which is Hape. Kind of weird. They say it and it's like HAPE, but that's how they say it in their videos. I've only really seen their content online showcasing their products. So I got this old themed steam engine with these open coaches. It kind of looks like Emily. It has this funnel which can go up and down, like it can move out of the way if it's hitting something. But that's kind of unreliable. I really like it. I really like the open coaches. I really like the wheels, especially the bigger one, because it can roll and you can see the little piece there rolling. I like that a lot. Yeah, and then that's really it for that one. They're really cool though, especially like the coaches. I think passenger trains are kind of my favorite trains, so I kind of just have an instinct to grab things that transport people. Yeah, it's just kind of annoying with this one because they have such a tall funnel, but it makes sense, especially because it has the folding out part. I'm very interested in this brand. Is that a string? There's a string to that. Or a string. It's probably gonna die at some point. But I'm really interested in this brand. They made a lot of cool play sets that maybe I'd want to get in the future once I have more space. Yeah, we'll see this one go off. Okay, so then my vacation was pretty much over, but we got to go to the flea market and I got to get one more train, which was Bill. Here we go. It's Bill from Thomas. Bill, he's cute and he's small. This is from the CGI era, so you have the red wheels. It's a little roughed up, but I don't mind. So it's Bill. Bill. Yeah, I don't have any engines other than a Mavis, which I might want to replace someday to run the quarry. So I have another quarry themed engine. And he's pretty cool. I like him a lot. Anyway, that's pretty much my video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at all the trains, and I hope to see you next time on my channel. Thank you and have a nice day.